Yeah, and I'm not voting for neither of them.
Me
Neither
either.
Trump or Biden. I'm not doing it. If that's somebody you want to vote for, well, by all means, I'm not. But to that point, my problem is I'm going to see how you feel about this too. Is we got four people: Pence, Trump, Harris, and Biden. Okay, and those are the best four we got out of
So
100 million plus people eligible to run for the office, and this is what we get.
right.
That's what really bothers me. And it's not. I think each of them have their own good things about them, but you know, I don't know. That's just my opinion. I think it's complete garbage, especially on the left when they've screamed, let's beat Trump, and then this is what you come out with.
Yeah.
You come out with a guy that doesn't remember what he did last week, and then and that's just to me that's just crazy. You
I
had
mean that
Tulsi. I was a big Tulsi guy. I want Tulsi.
same here.
You
Wanted
know,
Tulsi and Yang.
yeah. I thought Tulsi. I think she had the. I mean, she was ex-mil. I mean, she was still in the military. You know, you know. I thought she would have been a
Political
really good candidate,
experience.
but she can't be bought, and that's the
Exactly.
problem.
And the
So
moment she got up on that debate stage and skewered a few of them, that was the end of her campaign. Because
I mean,
they were behind the scenes watching her saying she must be stopped at any cost.
yeah, and I hope that she comes back around in 4 years because, like I said, Biden's not going to run.
He's not.
If he does, I'll be holy shit. So, but we'll
I
see.
think Biden was picked simply because they think anyone can beat Trump. Their whole platform is anyone but Trump. But the thing is, when you get someone up there who clearly has dementia, too many of the country is going to see through that. They're not going to buy into that shit. Even the ones like me and you that don't like Trump, we're going to look at Biden and say, there's no way he can be president.
Yeah.
So these people are either going to vote for Trump or they're not going to vote at all.
So you don't think a third party has a chance?
I really don't. Third party makes a lot of sense, but the way to dismantle the two-party system is not to vote third party once every 4 years, get less than 1% of the vote, and say, "Yay, we did a good job." You're
Yeah.
gonna have to start changing the left and the right if you want real change. I mean, look at Gary Johnson. How often do you hear about him now?
No, you don't.
You think Joe Jurgensen is going to be any different in 4 years? And that's not to say she's a bad candidate because she's actually pretty decent,
Yeah.
but
I
she's not going to be on the debate stage. She's not going to get enough support. She'll be
yeah.
forgotten about.
Well, I would kind of disagree a little bit with that. With the I do think in the future, especially with our demographic age, you know, I do think eventually our generation or even the younger ones will kind of see through this, two-party system that's
I mean, I
completely
hope so,
is a
man.
train wreck of
It
a,
is.
I used to be a staunch Republican. I really was, and then as you grow older, you kind of, you start seeing other things. You start, branching out a little bit. And then you're like, man, like I don't see what the point in like, not, for somebody how they want to be. You know what I'm saying? That's
Right.
that's completely fine. But I think the Republican side is complete garbage, and I think the Democratic side is complete garbage. I think they just bicker back and forth. Like we can't even get a bill made up in Congress. It's all
Right.
it's left versus right. It's like you're acting like a 10-year-old, and that's the problem that we run into. And
Yep.
my hope is that one day when we get older, that we don't have this two-party system. I mean, look at what George Washington said about political parties. They will divide, and he warned against it in his
Yep.
farewell address. Look it up, So it's that's what scares me the most is political parties more than anything. That's why I don't affiliate myself with one. But
Right. Yeah, I don't either. But I mean, the flags are there when you have Trump labeled as a Republican and Bernie as a Democrat. Neither one
yeah,
are those. There's just nothing else for them to jump into because they know if
that
they run
would
as an
yeah
independent, it's not going to work.
no exactly, and I agree with that. Yeah, that's something that I'm hoping gets addressed in the future for the for the country's sake, really, because
Right.
this two party thing is not working. It hasn't worked
If
for
you
the
really
last.
sit there what, 8 years or so, give or take.
Yeah.
But now, if you think about it, there's really on the left, there's two different kinds of left. You got the left, then you got the far left.
Oh God.
And it's less
Yeah.
prevalent on the right, but the right's the same way. You got your average Republicans, and then you got the alt-right Republicans. And you can't tell me that these left and these alt-left people are the same party, because they're not. Someone like AOC is not the same as Joe Biden,
No.
but they're
No.
together in the same party, and we're expected to pretend like it makes sense.
Yeah. I think that's that's what kind of scares me the most as well. It's the far right and the far left of these political parties. They're so far out of touch with a lot of things. Don't get me wrong, there is some good ideas that they both have. Not for saying I agree with them,
Right.
but they want what is best for them or what they think is best for the country.